Hello, friends. Mary here with Boomers Blooming. You know, we live in such a stressful world, and we have so much we have to remember and stay on top of, and we have so many passwords. You have passwords for your bank, passwords for different sites, passwords for your doctors. Just so many passwords to remember. And they tell you to make them not very simple, and they tell you to not use the same passwords over and over for security reasons. So I started out years ago with so many passwords, I would write them down on a piece of paper. And then I had so many passwords that I'm like, boy, if I lost this piece of paper, I would be in trouble. So I was scrolling through Amazon.com, and I saw this little gadget because I'm a gadget person. I love gadgets. I was scrolling through Amazon.com, and I saw this gadget on there. It's called a password safe. I love this little thing. It's called a password safe. You see that? And the way it operates is that you assign, when you set it up, you assign a 4-digit numerical password, okay? That opens this password safe. Then you go in there and you list, say for instance, you have a Amazon account. You list your user ID or your email address, and then you assign it a password. So once you have the user ID and the password, you hit store or you hit OK. And it stores that user ID, that password, in this little password safe. Okay? And not only does it store it, it stores your password. It stores your password. So say for instance you have a QVC account, okay? You go into this little password safe and you enter QVC, you enter your user ID or your email, whichever you want to use, and you enter your password. And then, like I said, you save it or you click OK. Now you've got Amazon Save, password, and you got QVC. So you could spend more money without a problem because you have the passwords. Now, this is the jewel of why I love this password safe. Like I said, it only, and when you first get it, you just assign 4 numerical digits. So, say for instance, I said, what is my QVC password? I need to go into QVC with my password. That 4-digit numerical password that you originally installed on this password safe, you put that in. You don't have to put in the QVC password. You put in that 4-digit numerical password that's in this safe, and it will open it up, and then it will list, say, Amazon, QVC. It will list those items that you have put in your password safe. It lists those items in numerical order, okay? And so you go in there and say, you go in there, and then there's that you can search for it also. You go in there and you search for QVC. There it is. And not only there it is in this password safe, there's the password right with QVC. If you want to go to Amazon and you want to go into your accounts, you go into this password safe, you put in those 4 digits that you originally assigned to this password safe, and then you search for Amazon. Amazon will come up and you go into it. There would be your user ID, your email, whichever you use, and your password. So, the jewel of this little password safe is that you only have to remember one password. Oh, this is wonderful. The only password you have to remember is the password that you assign this little password safe. And it will open up and show you everything that you put in here. Now, if you say maybe you want to put in my chart so you can, contact your doctor. You list it in here, my chart, with your doctor's name. You put your user ID and you put your password. And then you hit OK, and it will store it. Now you got 3. You've got Amazon, QVC, and you have your My Chart in here with your password. So, if your doctor sends you a message, I can't really remember that password. What was that password? And what piece of paper did I write that down on? Man, this is a real problem. This is so stressful. You go get this password safe, and you put those 4 digits in there. And once it opens up, you key in My Chart and your doctor, and voila, there it is. So, in this world that we live in that is so stressful, 1,000 passwords, so many things to remember. This is one thing you don't have to worry about, because all you have to do is remember that 4-digit numerical code password to this little password safe. It opens up, and you may have 100 companies or banks or whatever you may have, and they're all listed here, and you just open them up, and there's the password. Isn't that wonderful? Now this takes I believe it takes 2 AA batteries. Now, you cannot lose this information, because when the battery starts going down, it will alert you. And it will give you time to change this battery out. You won't lose your information while you're changing the battery out. It holds that information in memory, so you won't lose it. So it alerts you that the battery is going bad. You take off the back here off the back. You take out the old batteries, you insert the new. It's going to hold that information in the queue for you until you insert those new batteries and put the case on. I've never lost my information. I have had this little password safe for maybe 5 years. I have so many passwords in here. It has caused me to be more peaceful. It has taken a lot of stress out of my life. Because let's face it, friends, we have hundreds of passwords now. This is really getting outrageous. Everybody wants a user ID and a password. Just too much. You may write it down on a piece of paper. You may lose it. But when you store it in here, it's going to be stored alphabetically. So it's easy to find. You just search, and there it is. And now, voila, you can go in QVC and buy those pair of shoes you've been meaning to buy that you probably don't need, like me. Now, this little password safe is on Amazon. That's where I got mine. You can just go in there and Google password safe. They have several, but this one particularly I like. Well, it's really the only one I've had, though, really. I really like this one. Very economical. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It's probably gone up a couple of dollars, but it's not very expensive. And for the peace it saves you, for the stress it saves you from, when you're looking for that password, you can't beat it. You cannot beat this little gadget. I will never be without a password safe. I just wanted to share that with you guys because life is so stressful. It's so much to remember. so much, it can be overwhelming. And anything we can do to minimize stress, to I just try. I do it. Anything that I can do to minimize stress, to have more of a peaceful life, to enhance my quality of life without being so upset all the time. Well, you know what? They want my password. Well, what is that password? Oh God, I don't know. Where's that piece of paper I wrote that password on? Oh man, I don't have to go through that anymore. It's all here. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. This is just food for thought for those that are interested, okay? Everybody may not be interested in the password safe, but for me, it has saved me many problems. It has saved me from being so stressed out. It has made my life so much easier with all of these hundreds and hundreds of passwords. You all take care, stay safe, and I love you.